In a world dominated by fast-paced innovation, ever-changing markets, and constant pressure to perform, leadership has become more complex than ever. What if the ancient art of swordsmanship could offer insight into how we navigate these challenges? What if a strategy refined through centuries of martial mastery could help modern leaders cut through the chaos of today's world? Enter Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary Japanese swordsman whose duality in swordsmanship and strategy continues to resonate with leaders, entrepreneurs, and thinkers across the globe. Musashi, a man who fought and survived 61 duels, not only became a master of the blade, but a philosopher and strategist whose insights transcended the battlefield. His work, The Book of Five Rings, is not just a guide to swordsmanship, but a timeless text on strategy, decision-making, and leadership. It offers profound lessons for today's leaders, reminding us that true leadership, like true mastery in any discipline, requires both strength and adaptability, precision and flexibility. In the following exploration, we'll dive into the duality of Musashi's swordsmanship and strategy, examining how his principles offer invaluable insights into modern leadership. By understanding Musashi's approach to combat and life, we can glean powerful lessons that resonate in our contemporary world, showing us how to face adversities, lead with clarity, and rise to meet the complexities of leadership in the 21st century. Before we dive deeper into the world of Musashi and the lessons he offers, we want to extend a warm welcome to all of you joining us here at the Unfolding Journey. Whether you're a seasoned leader, an aspiring entrepreneur, or someone simply interested in self-improvement and the deeper philosophical roots of leadership, you're in the right place. At the Unfolding Journey, we're committed to bringing you insightful, thought-provoking content that connects ancient wisdom with modern-day challenges. We explore lessons from history, literature, philosophy, and beyond to empower you to become the best version of yourself and a more effective leader. If you find this exploration of Musashi's duality compelling, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Let's walk this journey together, exploring the timeless principles that can unlock the potential in each of us. The duality of Musashi's swordsmanship and strategy. Miyamoto Musashi was no ordinary swordsman. His legacy is not merely that of a man who fought in countless duels, but of someone who mastered the art of fighting and thinking in ways that few could ever fully comprehend. His swordsmanship was built on the understanding of both the physical and mental dimensions of battle. The sword was not simply a weapon, it was an extension of his mind, his intentions, and his ability to perceive and adapt to his surroundings. This duality, of blending physical skill with mental acuity, forms the core of Musashi's philosophy, a philosophy that holds immense value for modern leaders. The way of the sword, mastery through simplicity. At the heart of Musashi's swordsmanship is simplicity. In a world where leadership often feels weighed down by complexity, be it through convoluted strategies or overthinking decisions, Musashi's emphasis on simplicity offers an important lesson. In the Book of Five Rings, Musashi explains that in combat, a swordsman must avoid unnecessary movements. Every stroke, every step, every action must be deliberate, efficient, and precise. The same principle applies to leadership. Modern leaders often fall into the trap of overcomplicating strategies, overthinking decisions, or introducing layers of complexity into the decision-making process. Musashi would argue that a successful leader should focus on clarity, on stripping away the unnecessary, and on honing in on the most effective course of action. In business or in life, there are countless distractions. Just as a swordsman's blade should cut through the clutter, a leader's focus should slice through the noise, cutting straight to the heart of the matter. The dual nature of strategy, the offensive and the defensive. Musashi's philosophy of duality extends into his approach to strategy. In combat, one cannot rely on only offensive or defensive techniques. Both are necessary for success. A swordsman must understand when to strike and when to parry, when to advance and when to retreat. For Musashi, the key was balance, knowing how to seamlessly shift between aggression and caution depending on the situation. This duality is a powerful lesson for modern leadership. Effective leaders don't simply charge forward with blind ambition, nor retreat in the face of obstacles. They understand that strategy is situational. In some cases, bold action is required, decisiveness, risk-taking, and forward momentum. In other cases, patience and reflection are needed, allowing time for circumstances to unfold before making a move. Today's leaders, especially in dynamic industries, must often switch between these two strategies, the the offensive and the defensive. An innovative leader might need to drive change aggressively at one moment, only to pivot into a more defensive posture when external threats, such as competition or economic shifts, emerge. Just as Musashi taught that the warrior must adapt to the flow of combat, leaders must adapt to the flow of their organizations and the external environment. The mind of the sword, mental discipline in leadership. Perhaps one of the most profound aspects of Musashi's philosophy is his insistence on mental discipline. Musashi was not only a master of the sword, but of his mind. He understood that swordsmanship wasn't just about physical prowess. It was about cultivating a mindset that could handle the chaos of battle and emerge victorious. In the Book of Five Rings, he writes extensively about the importance of mental clarity, detachment, and emotional control in the heat of battle. For modern leaders, mental discipline is crucial. Leadership isn't just about making tactical decisions. It's about staying calm under pressure, seeing the big picture, and maintaining a steady hand in turbulent times. Just as a swordsman must avoid being distracted by fear, anger, or confusion during a duel, leaders must learn to maintain focus in the face of uncertainty. This discipline allows leaders to remain clear-headed, make better decisions, and inspire confidence in their teams, even when the stakes are high. The fluidity of Musashi's approach, constant adaptation and learning. A core principle of Musashi's strategy is his relentless pursuit of self-improvement. He believed in adapting to the ever-changing nature of conflict and never being satisfied with his current level of skill. Musashi didn't merely study swordsmanship. He studied the principles of strategy, nature, philosophy, and even other disciplines like painting and calligraphy. His commitment to continuous learning allowed him to maintain an edge over his adversaries and, in a larger sense, over the changing tides of battle. In modern leadership, this commitment to ongoing growth is vital. The most successful leaders are those who embrace a mindset of constant learning. They recognize that today's business challenges require new skills and insights, and they make the effort to acquire them. Like Musashi, they know that they must constantly adapt and evolve to stay ahead of the curve. This idea of lifelong learning is especially important in today's rapidly changing world. Technology, business practices, and global dynamics are shifting faster than ever, and leaders who rest on their laurels will quickly fall behind. Musashi's example teaches that only through continuous refinement of both skills and strategy can a leader remain relevant and effective. The unseen sword, the importance of perception in leadership. One of the most striking aspects of Musashi's approach to swordsmanship was his focus on perception. He understood that the best swordsmanship was not only about technique, it was about anticipating and understanding the opponent's movements. A great swordsman could read his adversary's intentions before they were even expressed physically. This ability to perceive the unspoken, the subtle shifts in posture or movement, was just as important as mastering technique. For modern leaders, perception plays a similar role. The ability to understand not just the facts and figures in front of you, but the unspoken dynamics in your organization is critical. Successful leaders are those who can read between the lines, who understand the emotional climate of their teams, the hidden motivations of stakeholders, and the subtle changes in market conditions. Like Musashi's ability to anticipate an opponent's move, a perceptive leader can stay one step ahead, adjusting strategies before problems arise or opportunities slip away. Miyamoto Musashi's duality of swordsmanship and strategy is more than just a relic of the past. It is a timeless guide to leadership. His approach teaches us the value of simplicity, the balance between offensive and defensive strategies, the importance of mental discipline, the necessity of continuous learning, and the power of perception. In a world that is constantly changing, these principles remain relevant for leaders who strive not just to survive but to thrive. The dual nature of Musashi's philosophy, the integration of both the physical and the mental, the tactical and the strategic, reminds us that leadership is not a one-dimensional skill. It is an art, requiring both mastery of the immediate environment and the ability to think beyond the present moment. As modern leaders, we can draw from Musashi's wisdom, applying his principles to our own challenges. Whether in business, politics, or any other arena, the lessons of Musashi's duality remind us that true leadership is about balance, knowing when to act, when to reflect, when to take risks, and when to stand firm. If you found these lessons from Musashi valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the Unfolding Journey channel for more thought-provoking content. Join us as we continue to explore the timeless principles of leadership and strategy from across history and culture, providing you with the insights you need to lead with clarity and purpose in the modern world. Thank you for being part of this journey with us. Stay tuned for more.